Our planet is simply amazing. It is one big, finely tuned incredible machine. Like cogs, pulleys and wheels working together. Depending on each other in so many ways. Creating a green, blue healthy world that you, us, everyone depends on. For food, fuel, medicine and other essentials that we simply cannot live without. And just like any other machines, it takes knocks and bruises. But it can bounce back, stretch, adapt, mend. It is part of what makes it so remarkable. But to what extent can the place we call home endure the constant battering caused by human beings? We're entering unknown territory where some of the extinctions we are causing may have deep and profound effects on how we live our lives. These effects may be currently seen as the equivalent of storm clouds gathering on the horizon. But rest assured, the storm is coming. Biodiversity is us. It is the link between all organisms on Earth, binding each into an interdependent ecosystem, in which all species have their role. It is the web of life. Thriving biodiversity relies on the many relationships that exists between all living things. These relationships help create the essential conditions for life: clean air, fresh water, and food. The environment also provides us with the resources we use for fuel, shelters, and medicines. The availability of enough food, water, and other resources for every creature to live and grow depends on the health of the surrounding environment.
One favorite destination. Their favorite destination. His too. This is the Philippines. This is Megadiverse Philippines, in an equally diverse region of Southeast Asia. The Philippines is one of the world's 17 megadiversity countries, which hosts 70% of the entire planet's species in its ecosystems and rich resources. Home to more than 52,177 described species, more than half of which are found nowhere else in the world. Home to endemic plants and animals. No wonder the Philippines ranks significantly in the world in terms of the number of unique species per unit area. The Philippines also geographically marks the apex of the Coral Triangle, the center of marine biodiversity worldwide. Its coral reef area runs to an estimate of 26,000 square kilometers, the second largest in Southeast Asia. Its coastal waters, home to a wider range of corals, reef fishes, seagrasses, and mangroves. This is Megadiverse Philippines. And it gets even significantly richer with Benham Rise, a Philippine continental shelf of mesophotic reefs. The dugong, the whale, marine turtles, shark, manta rays, fish, and water birds. It is no surprise that in their migratory path, the Philippines is an important destination. As a party to the CMS, here their conservation is a commitment shared with other CMS parties. Here, they breed and forage in the rich marine wetlands and forest ecosystems. Here, their migratory site is protected. An important habitat of thousands of migratory birds within the East Asian Australasian flyway, several of which are internationally critical for conservation of migratory water birds. An important home in their migration. The world's biggest fish, the whale shark, or butanding, also finds home in the archipelago. While largely pelagic or deep water dwellers, the gentle giants occasionally gather near shore for feeding. While in Philippine waters, their sanctuaries, they too are protected. Come, dugong! Come, whales and turtles! You birds and butanding! Come to the cradle of bountiful biodiversity, beyond boundaries. Your breath is the world's breath.
Biodiversity represents everything that lives on Earth. It is the fruit of billion years of evolution, shaped by natural processes and increasingly by the influence of humans. About 1.75 million species have been identified, but scientists believe that there could be 13 million species living on our planet. Biodiversity is life, it heals us, as more than 70,000 plant and tree species on Earth are used in medicine. It gives us shelter. Without wood we couldn't build houses, furniture or tools. Biodiversity feeds us, and clothes us. The consumption pattern people in rich countries are the principal cause of biodiversity loss. The rapid loss of the Earth's species is estimated to be between 1,000 and 10,000 times higher than the natural extinction rate. Today our planet hosts 7 billion people. We need to preserve biodiversity so it can meet the needs of 9 billion people in 2050. The effect of human activities magnified in recent years by population growth and climate change has greatly reduced biodiversity in ecosystems around the world. One way each of us can contribute to foster biodiversity is to choose a more sustainable lifestyle. Education can help us recognize that our individual actions, as harmless as they can appear, can have global ramifications. We all need to learn that we are all part of a web of life. When one species disappears, others are at risk of disappearing as a result. We need to empower our youth and children today to help foster biodiversity tomorrow. Protecting our planet is in our hands.